so it's kind of late where I'm at. Um, but checking my email, and I figured that this is a very important question. I should just go ahead and answer it tonight, just because that question it is. And my first question. I love questions. So, yeah. Um, Now, you sent me a message giving me a situation of something that it sounds exactly what I've been through. So I'm just going to use my story for your question. Okay? So, my friend, 2 years ago, she committed suicide. Um, but she committed suicide in May of 2010. Um, but like a month before then, she tried to commit suicide. And she didn't succeed at it because she called me. She called me saying, her goodbyes and a lot of other stuff, and she did not want me to get her help or call police or anything. Of course, when her phone hung up, I called 911, like for real, because I knew she was in trouble. Um, she had already told me that if I do get her help or call for help for her, she would never talk to me again. And it only took me about 1 minute to really think about that after she hung up on me. It was like, okay, if I don't get her help and she passes away, she will definitely never talk to me again. So let's chance it, and I let me get her help, and then hopefully when she gets well, she will forgive me, and she will thank me for doing what I did, and we will be best friends forever. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I called and I got her help. Um, the situation that she put me in, I did not know where she was. I live in a big city. I've never been to her house, didn't know her address, didn't know what part of the city she stayed in. All I could tell the police was that she's at home and you need to get to her now. So it took a little while for them to finally find where she lived. Like 25 minutes. But in the end, they got to her. They got to her in time, and they saved her. Um, and I, I felt amazed. I mean, I just felt good. Like, they found her. Like, oh my God, I live in a big city, and they really found her in time. I just felt like, I can't believe that just happened. So I was happy. Um, and that's what I would tell you to do. Because let me say why. If you don't tell or get help and they end up passing away, there is nothing you can do or you can say or to bring them back. If you tell and they get help, um, and if they want to be mad at you and don't want to be friends with you anymore, okay, that's fine. But hey, at least you have a chance to try and reconnect with them maybe in a couple months or a year or so on Facebook, Twitter, and all the other social networks out there, whatever. But if, they passed, then that's it. One thing that I'm happy, uh, I'm just real proud of myself for doing something like that. I was able to do that. But another thing that goes along with it is when I did find out that she committed suicide about 2 months after I got her help, I had no regrets. I didn't go. I've never had those moments where I just sat and was like, well, if I would have did this, then maybe she would still be here. Or if I would have said that, then she would still be here. I never did go through that. And I'm happy because I would think that that is a terrible feeling to feel because she's gone and all the what ifs and should haves and all that stuff really doesn't matter anymore. Um, so I'm happy that I did what I did. And it was real hard for me to do that because I knew that she would be mad at me. And But you gotta chance it. And hopefully, when you do get your friend or your loved one or, help, and they, you know, see the right doctors or um, get on medicine or whatever, maybe in a couple months or weeks or something, they will look back and say, man, such and such really loved me because they saved my life. And they will carry that on for the rest of their lives. Be like old, like a grandparent or something, be like, and they'd be looking at their grandkids or something, be like, I wouldn't never been able to see my grandkids if such and such wouldn't have called and saved my life. I'm telling you, to answer your question, if you're in that situation, no matter how hard it is, no matter, you might lose a friend. I hope that you don't. I really, I hope that they come around and they thank you for it later because that's what you deserve. I would say get them help. That's the best thing that you can do. I promise you, if you don't get them help and they succeed at committing suicide, you are going to have the worst time with the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And that's about all it's gonna go. Just shoulda, coulda, woulda, because they're not here anymore to fill in those blanks. Okay? So I hope that helped, and I know it's gonna be hard to do from reading your message. I know that my answer is probably answer that you really didn't want, but I would say chance it. Because once again, if you don't call and get them help, they might succeed at committing suicide and you'll never talk to them again. They will never talk to you again. That's it. If you get them help, they might be mad at you for a while and they might not want to talk to you for a while. Hopefully, they'll come around and they'll be best friends and they'll be thanking you in the long run. You saved their life. So, yeah, I hope that helps. And thanks for the question and let me know how it goes. Bye. Love you. Stay safe.